Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So, any further ado, let's get on to the video today. Today, I want to go ahead and check out a new video that recently came out by something about Shadow the Hedgehog animated. Now, of course, this is uploaded by Terminal Montage, so please go check them out. Link down below to yourself here. Is overall, caught my attention. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to go ahead and get into it. So, without any further ado, let's get right on to it. Please go check out every party yourself here down below, description down below. And of course, without any further ado, let's get on to it. No more distractions. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, link down below, and yeah, let's get into it. Project.
Who am I? I need to find the answer to that myself.
Shadow? What do you think it's like on Earth?
I think it's a waste of time.
Damn. Okay.
What?
Oh, damn. Busted. Oh. I see.
Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console.
Console, okay.
Maria.
No! Chaos Emeralds?
Chaos Emerald.
Chaos Emeralds.
Yosh.
Yo. Okay. Damn. Okay. That's really cool.
You're almost out of rings. Switch places with me.
Okay.
Wow! He's fast!
No, I'm Shadow.
Okay. That's not easy stuff. Okay. Damn.
What? Shadow! Chaos Control!
Okay. So that happened.
Sayonara, Shadow.
Say another Shadow.
Yosh.
Okay, yo. Copies of good platform.
I am very angry.
Damn. Okay.
What in the world?
That's
I'm
cool.
not interested.
Damn. Not interested.
Maria.
Maria. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Pathetic humans.
Damn. Okay.
While grinding, press the X button to accelerate.
No.
Find the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. Strange.
Yes, Shadow. The Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Darn.
Chaos Control.
Oh. Okay.
Shadow.
Oh. Damn. Phone number from Maria. That's cool. Why not the whole shadow from shadows?
Chaos Control!
Well, shadow clones are having this exact fine. Oh. Okay. That's
You
how
are
everything.
one pathetic, ugly prototype.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Damn it, demon. What is this, Sonic Party? Sonic Party 4? Damn. Yeah. Damn. Alright, Shadow. You want to include it? Oh no. Okay, Sonic. I love it. The murder Sonic Hedgehog. Yo. Okay. Sonic and Shadow Generation. Okay.
I'm the coolest.
I'm the cool process. October 25th. Okay. I'm not sure if I really wanted to. Were they sponsored? Were they sponsored by these guys? They might have been. I do not know. Anyway, so that that does kind of conclude the extra stuff here. Let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on it. Then we'll, of course, going right onto the extra deep dive stuff here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, I'm probably only gonna just make the one video for today here. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just slacked off the entire day. I do apologize for that. But of course, I at least uploaded something. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna go ahead and say like, oh, well, I didn't do 2 videos. I usually do try to at least 1 or 2 I do actually at least try to do 1 or 2 videos a day. I usually try to stick to 2, but of course there are some days where I'm just I'm okay with 1. Like I said, without further ado, let's get into it. Sorry, that was a bit of an inner monologue. I just kind of just rambled out loud. Sorry about that. Anyways, going on to just deep dive stuff here, or not deep. My general thoughts. Didn't. Give me a second. I gotta refresh my brain. There we go. Anyways, like I said, just let's get into just my general thoughts and opinions on this stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and divert to the actual main 3 factors here: plot itself, voice acting, or maybe. Yeah, I guess voice acting stuff here would apply. Then, of course, the actual just animation stuff here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, starting off the actual plot stuff here, it's more or less not a plot about any kind of specific game, but more or less kind of just Shadow's general impact on the entirety of the Sonic franchise. And, of course, it all starts from Sonic Adventure 2, like usual. I love it. I love it so much. That's overall very, very cool and very, very, very well done. And of course, I do think it ends off like around Shadow the Hedgehog, the actual official game when that came out. And overall, I like that. I really, really do actually like that. How they kind of just map out Shadow's entire story in terms of just releases and kind of games that he's appeared in and things that he's really been doing. Like, it's just so cool and just so well done. Overall, shows a lot of love for the character of Shadow himself here, which I honestly really enjoyed as well here. Like, he's honestly an amazing character, and I love his, I love his development, the entirety of the story itself here. And overall, I just like him as a character. He's overall very cool and overall very, very edgy. But aside from that, Andrew, let's get into the extras, no voice acting itself here. Now, the voice acting itself here was very brief, very short, but also very sweet. I liked it. I liked the little brief amount of voice acting that we get here, especially with a lot of them being indirect quotes from the actual just games themselves here. In fact, it might just be literally audio ripped out from the actual just game itself here. I don't know. But aside from that, like I said, I just enjoyed it a ton. Like I said, it was immaculately well done, really well put together, and overall so sick. And the voice acting itself here was overall very well brought up. It just kind of uses a sort of what's the word for it? Almost like a comedic timing kind of thing here. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was really cool, and overall, I just enjoyed it a ton. Anyways, aside from it though, let's get into the actual animation stuff here. Now, of course, the animation stuff here was so cool. I like it. I like it a lot. It was really, really cool. Honestly, was it a little goofy in terms of just how certain things were kind of just done, but of course, just it was so fast. It went through all of these franchises, not franchises. It went through all of these games, went through all these stories, and kind of just dumbed them down to like literally the basics. And like kind of just what happened in sequence, like with Shadow the Hedgehog, just Shadow's there, Maria, demons come out of the sky, something like that, and of course we get Doom himself. We get Doom. I think that's what it's like Dark Doom or something like that. Hold on, let me go ahead and try to search this up. Right here, Shadow, Shadow the Hedgehog. Doom. Black Doom. It was Black Doom. Yes, that's the character. Alright. So, yeah, sorry about that. This is the character itself of Black Doom from the Shadow the Hedgehog game itself there. And of course, overall, I liked it. I liked that they included it, and I liked that they included a little bit of segments here with voice acting, like Chaos Emerald. By the way, they brought up a lot of just segments here with just Chaos Emeralds. That was incredibly ridiculous, and I liked it. Sorry about that. Got a little bit of a brain fart there. Like I said, overall, I like that they actually include a lot of the things themselves here, especially that little monster on the arc of Shadow Adventure or Shadow Adventure, no, Sonic Adventure 2. Jeez, my brain is not working right now. Anyway, aside from the introduction, animation stuff here, very sweet, very nice, very cartoony. I like it a lot, and overall, very, very, very simplistic. And overall, that's how it should have been. Anyway, aside from that, without every that does kind of get through my general thoughts, opinions on this stuff here. So, like I said, let's get down to the deep dive itself here before I get any more distracted. Now, before I get into the deep dive, please go check the original video stuff here. Go check it out. Link down below. I'll leave a link right there. And of course, while you're out there, while you're at it, please go ahead and consider hitting the like button, and of course subscribing, as it just helps out so much with the channel itself, and just helps me out a ton. You don't have to do it, but it just helps out a lot with the channel stuff here. But aside from that, though, also go ahead and consider hitting the bell icon for the next time I upload. If you're interested in catching the newest videos as soon as you can, like I said, hit the bell icon. That's kind of what it's there for. But aside from that, though, also comment down below you guys' thoughts and opinions on the actual selfie. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. Leave a comment down below. But aside from that, though, without further ado, like I said, let's get into it. Anyways, starting off with the main three factors here. Actually, one more thing I gotta mention. Please go ahead and consider hitting the share button itself here. Helps me out so much as the creator itself. Really helps out the channel. It's just kind of spread awareness for it. Like I said, it really helps me out a lot. You don't have to do it. You don't really have to spread awareness of the channel stuff here. But like I said, it just helps me out. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The actual just deeper dive here. But I kind of get more into depth on the actual video itself here. Getting more into detail about the actual plot itself. Getting more into detail about the actual voice acting. And of course, animated stuff here. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, starting off the plot itself here, they start off immediately from Sonic Adventure 2, and then of course, kind of just go with Shadow talking to Maria, and then of course, the gun coming into the facility, shooting up everything and everybody, and then just Shadow being sent to Earth. And then of course, Robotnik finds him, and then of course, shenanigans ensue. Sonic and Shadow meet. They fight the monster in the Ark. Then of course, Shadow then starts getting cloned like 15 bazillion times. And then of course we got I forgot this character's name, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while. I don't remember. And then of course we got Rouge right here. It's just it's ridiculous.
What in the world? I'm not interested.
Like damn, bro, it's Metal Overlord though. Whatever, he doesn't care. And then of course then we get to Shadow the Hedgehog, and then of course we end off with the we don't end off with we end off with with just Shadow doing his own thing. Him going through like certain things like Sonic Sonic Riders. Yes, Sonic Riders is one, but I think this is like Sonic something. Then of course Sonic 06, where he does have a part in that. Then of course I don't know, Sonic Party 4, and then ending off with yeah, it does start off it ends off with like Sonic Forces, and then the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the last appearance in the game that I actually recognize. And then he's just here. He's just looking back on his life, and he's saying oh, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with myself. I loved how my life turned out, and of course he should be. Shadow the Hedgehog is the GOAT. But aside from that, like I said, just overall the actual plot itself here, not too hard to understand. It's really simplistic, very very basic. And the plot itself here is. It's just kind of going through it's just going through the entirety of Shadow's life in terms of the game series itself here, and of course since initial release. I like that. But aside from that though, like you usually say, well, the plot itself here was very simplistic. I do feel like there are certain segments that could have taken a little bit longer, and of course had maybe a little bit more impact. I do feel like even though Sonic 06 was such a terrible game in terms of how things are executed, I do believe that Shadow's part in that was overall very important in the actual character and the actual character himself here, but more or less kind of just the actual franchise itself here. I mean, Sonic 06 is one of the is a very hated game of the actual series itself here, but that doesn't mean it's not popular. It is popular for the wrong reason though. It is very popular, only to be made fun of. And only be looked down upon and just spat on. It is actually crazy how much people hate that game. But aside from that, like I said, overall though, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of warranted though. And aside from that though, like I said, just plot stuff here, very simplistic, very well done, and overall very, very to the point. I like it. Anyways, going from the actual plot stuff here to the voice ending stuff here, let's get on to it. Now, of course, the voice ending stuff here, like I said, very brief, very short. There's a lot of segments here that I honestly really enjoy. Right around this is overall very funny. Look at this.
Shadow.
Look at this. No, it's the wrong scene here. I'm trying to find it.
File 7.
Here it is.
While grind.
Let me go back to the video. Part that I include so much. Okay, type it. It's just
Pathetic humans.
Pathetic humans. Love it.
While grinding, press the X button to accelerate.
No.
Find the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds real quick. And then the Shadow gun. And then right here.
Shadow, the Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Darn.
Chaos Control.
That entire segment stuff, it was honestly really cool. I liked it. Like I said, it's very brief, it's very short, but it's also very sweet and over. It kind of just gets to the point. Like I said, it gets to the point with the actual voice and stuff here, and I just love it a lot. Main two things: Chaos Emeralds, and then Chaos Control. I love that. I love that so much. But aside from that, like I said, just the actual voice and stuff, what is very brief, very sweet, and very well done. I do feel like there's certain segments that could have used maybe an extra quote there, an extra like a little bit of dialogue. But aside from that, though, I'm not gonna lie, I still enjoyed what I got. And overall, it was overall very well done, and just so sick. And aside from the voice and stuff here, let's go into the actual animation stuff. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, I'm not gonna lie, I think the most detailed we got in terms of Shadow's design was literally like the first 2 to 3 seconds. Like, look at this.
Myself.
Shadow. Shadow.
Like this. That was literally the most detailed we got of Shadow before we get the simplistic style Shadow and simplistic Maria. And then Maria and Shadow interacting is honestly a little bit adorable. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. And aside from the simplistic style stuff here, the actual animation itself was in general really good. Like I said, the character designs themselves here, very well done, very well simplified, and very well executed. It looks really cool and looks a lot like the characters themselves. I'm not gonna lie. If, like I said, they were kind of just brought down to like, not like 144p, because this video is like at least like 480 or 720p. Yeah, 720p. But like I said, the characters themselves here do kind of look very simplistic. I mean, look at this. The Shadow's ears are not even, they're not even drawn very correctly. But of course, it has more of that handmade style, which I overall really enjoyed. It doesn't need to look exactly, perfect in terms of just the actual style itself here. All it needs to do is just give me Shadow. Like, give me Shadow the Hedgehog. Give me him doing a lot of cool things, and I'm satisfied. Like I said, and while, like I said, just the actual designs themselves here may not have all of the details for the characters themselves here, it has enough to kind of differentiate them. It has enough to where it's like, oh, that is Shadow, or this is Black Doom, or this is, Gerald Robotnik, or this is, regular Robotnik. Like, overall, they do enough with the actual characters themselves where you're able to differentiate them. It's overall very cool, very well done, overall so sick. And aside from the actual designs themselves, or the actual lighting itself, and usage of color is overall very well utilized. And overall, gives the actual animation stuff here a lot more depth, and of course, a lot more just realism. And of course, in terms of shadows, there's almost exactly only one shadow type of stuff here, and you're looking at him. I don't even think half of the characters themselves even have shadows. No, they don't. They really don't. So it kind of gives off this weird illusion that the light is just having such a strange time with Shadow. It's just not bouncing off of them correctly. So very funny. Like, look at this. There's no shadows anywhere except for the one you're seeing right there on screen and on the podium. But aside from that, at least they do kind of differentiate, like, lighting segments themselves here. I mean, look at how the city itself kind of glows. Like, look at this. Oh, sorry about that. Right here. Nope. Hold on. Like, look at this. Just the lighting of the city stuff here is very radiant. It has a lot more impact. It kind of just helps to add a tiny bit more details to where, like, oh yeah, this is a bright city. Aside from that, though, like I said, just the actual usage of color itself here, while it's not excellent in terms of the actual shading and details themselves here, it does enough to where you can just kind of like, where you can like, this is dark, this is light, and of course, this is kind of how light is kind of bouncing off here. But aside from that, what I have to do, like I said, aside from the lighting and stuff here, the actual animation flow and stuff here is overall very well done. I love the actual the way that this animation flowed. It was overall very cool, very well done, and overall so not articulate, but more like very unique. Like, look at this scene. Like, look at this. Like, bro looks like a dang fly. He looks like a dang fly that's just kind of flying around at the speed of light. Right? It's just so cool. I love it. Like I said, and it's also very smooth. It's also very smooth, this entire segment itself here. It's just really well done, really well executed, and I love it so much. But aside from it, though, what I have to do, like I said, just actual animation flow itself here, very well done. The characters themselves move very well, and of course, a lot of this is kind of time for comedy, especially with like the actual the Fortress of Black Doom that kind of happened there. Like, look at this. Hold on. Right around. Like, look at this.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Darn.
Chaos control.
Like, okay, it was probably not that drastic, but it was kind of drastic enough where it was like that. But aside from, like I said, just the actual, just animation flow and style itself here, very unique, very well done, so sick and overall, so cool. And speaking of style itself here, I liked it. I like the simplistic style. I love this kind of just cartoony style, and I've talked about this more in some other of their videos that I read to. But I just like their style. It's very unique, very simplistic, and overall very well executed. It looks so cool and overall very well done, and I just enjoyed the time. But aside from that, without further ado, that does kind of cut it for the actual video stuff here. Like I said, please go check it out. Link down below, end card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to the actual stuff here. Please go check it out. And overall, they work really hard on this. And aside from that, though, another end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So please consider, checking that as well. And of course, like I usually say, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell for next time I upload, and of course, go ahead and hit the comment section down below and let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here. And lastly, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful morning now because it's 4. I don't know what time it's gonna come out for you. I said, have a great one. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And of course, if you are sick, if you're not feeling well, go ahead and take plenty of medicine. Get plenty of rest, and of course, try to cover it best you can. And of course, one last little favor, guys. As I was saying beforehand, go ahead and please, go ahead and consider hitting the share button stuff here. Helps me out a lot in terms of spreading the name for the channel stuff out there, and of course, kind of just helping to, maybe kind of advertise a little bit. Like I said, you don't have to. It just helps me out a lot. You don't have to though. But aside from that, though, take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys later on the actual video stuff tomorrow. At least at this point it's tomorrow because honestly, like 4:40. I'm not hitting it. I apologize. Take care of yourself though, and I'll be seeing you boys later on the other videos. Bye bye for now though.